How the heck is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great. Well, as you've seen in the part 2 to the mill lathe video, got this Sachs 1982 Eagle 1 scooter. I know it runs. Shot some fuel down the spark plug hole and it fired up. But this fuel sitting in this tank was disgustingly old and disgustingly smelling. So anyway, it's not getting any fuel to the carb. So my little yard buddy, Chaden, would like me to fix it. So I have no idea how this comes off of here. So we are going to try and figure it out. I don't see where it mounts. I don't see nothing back there. I ain't got my flashlight. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about these mopeds. Never worked on one before. Never seen one before. I think I said in the last video it has 500 something miles on it. Tires got a little bit of dry rot, but I think they're holding air. So anyway, let's commence to trying to take things apart here. There's a little button on this carburetor. Like I said, I don't know any excuse me, I don't know anything about this thing, but there's a little pushy button there on top. I'm sure that does something. And we can go ahead and get this cover off here. I think there's only one screw holding it on. So we'll get it off the bike, then I'll have to raise you on the tripod because I got you down here at shoulder level. There is something else holding that on. And it looks to be like a choke. Yeah, it's a choke cable. So I don't know about taking that off right now. A little brass type screw that holds that in, so I'm just going to kind of screw that back into place there for just to hold it. And then I mean, I guess it's, oh, okay, here we go. It's just held on by the intake tube. That's it. So as you can see, I have it here. Oh God, that stinks. I wish we could really do smells on videos, because this thing really reeks bad. We got the fuel shut off, so I don't know how that thing comes out of there. Oh, there is another screw in there. So we should be able to slide this off. Without disconnecting the choke. Okay, good. I'm going to set that down there. It's just a little bracket that holds that on. And then we need to get the throttle linkage off of here. And there are two screws on the top. I don't know if you can see that right here. Let's see if we can just loosen those up and pull the slide and this whole assembly right out. So we have a deal. He works for any parts it needs. There is a gasket up in there. I don't know if you can see that. And the tiniest little slide I have ever seen. Oh God, this thing reeks so bad. You don't even know, guys. Ugh. Jeez. Okay, so anyway, the deal is, you know, he cuts my grass, and you know, he's 11, and for 11 years old, he actually does a pretty good job. So I told him I would get whatever parts he needs in exchange for continued grass cutting services. So with that said, we have the carb apart in my hand. So let me pause you. I'm gonna get you back up higher on the tripod. I'll take you over to the table there, and we will take this thing apart and see what it looks inside. So hold on a sec. All right, let's see what we got here. See how bad this thing is. Actually, this thing is going to make my workbench stink so bad. And I sit up here and work. Tell you what I can do. Miss Daisy the cat is very particular about her food. So she gets moist food every night. So we're going to use one of her paper plates. And we're going to take this thing off. I probably should have got carb cleaner before I sat down over here, but that's okay. It's to my right, maybe 10 feet. Actually, you see how this thing looks? It's pretty disgusting. So hold on a second. Let me just go ahead and spray it off. Yeah, just a quick little squirt. Let's get the main gunk off of it. I may end up putting it in the ultrasonic, which I got to dig back out. Excuse me, I'm choked up. Where the lathe is sitting is going to be my new lathe shop. So I got my drill press, ultrasonic, grinding or polishing wheel. So I'm in the process of setting that up. Okay, well, we got a bunch of oil in here, which is fine. I really don't see much corrosion. I mean, not corrosion, but like dirt and gunk like that. A tiny little float, and that's working. Squirt this out. Now, actually, that thing's pretty clean. Lots of paper towels, guys. Actually come out pretty nice. So turn that upside down there. There is a washer down in there. Gasket, I should say. And that don't look bad. Actually, it all looks pretty clean. Go ahead and take this jet out. Maybe, maybe not. It's a bit smaller. Boy, that's a tiny little jet. Don't want to lose that sucker. Let's shoot him. God, I should have never put that in my mouth. let's see if I'm seeing any light through it. Yep, clear hole right through it. So, we got any other jets in there? What else is on this thing? There's your idle adjustment. I don't really see anything. I don't see an airflow, air fuel mixer screw. There is something under this. This little button here, if you watch, it'll push down the float. So I guess, is that a way to fill the bowl? I don't know. I don't know how easily this is going to come out of here. Actually came out pretty easy. Okay, so the float goes in upside down, just like that, and there is the float pin is attached to it. So we're going to leave that just like it is. And there's a hole there. Let me shoot some brake cleaner down in there. Okay, well, the brake cleaner went flying across the floor there, so that's good. I don't know what that opening there goes to, but let's shoot some cleaner down in it. Well, I'm not seeing any blockage. Everything is blowing out just fine. So we're going to put that right back down in there. So we get this float pin back in. It needs to come down a little bit. There. Okay. That's back in. Let's give it a little tap. Alright. So we got that back in. Let's put our jet back in. Should have turned my light on. Okay, that's back in. So we're not missing no parts here. Bowl's cleaned out. The gasket is still intact. He's pretty excited. So I hope to get it running for him. I should have videoed the day he brought it over. His last, actually a week ago today. He brought it over, and of course, you know, he's 11 years old, so he wanted me to work on it right now and get it working for him. So I made him wash it and do other things to it. You know, mainly just clean it up. So anyway, I'm just cleaning gunk off of it. All right. There you have it. It's cleaned, put back together, shot out. Everything looks good. Actually, it's really freaking clean. So let me, I'll pause this for a minute because I need to make some dinner. So, but we're going to put this back on the bike, little scooter, and then we'll hook up. Sorry, didn't mean to jerk you around there. Then we'll hook it back up and see what we got. So bring you back in a flash. Okay, we're back over at the scooter. I did put the choke plate back on. There is a keyed plate that screws into there. I don't know if you can see inside there, that plate. It only goes in one way, so that's kind of nice. We will go ahead and put the slide back down in it. It looks like it's going to go this way. I'm going to go down the hole. Okay, so that's down in there. This thing does not have a battery, not that I've seen. I guess it just gets power from the magneto. So I think that's going to be snug that up. Uh-oh, we got binding. Something's all right. Yep. Is it going back down? Can't see inside the carb. Yeah, I can. Well, I have to look at that a little bit further. But okay, so this thing just slides back on here. Like that. And it has a screw in it. Okay, that's good and tight. I know we ran, I had him flush the tank out, drain it, and then flush it with new two-stroke oil. So, and we ran it through the filter, so we know that's good. So we're going to put that on there. We're going to turn the fuel on, and I don't know. It should fuel up. Should. Keyword. So I'm going to have to play around with it. But I will bring you guys back in a little bit. It'll be a flash for you guys. I'm just going to wipe this side cover over here off. And yeah, they did kind of rig up the original petcock. Is missing, so they put a piece of rubber hose and a shutoff valve. So we should be getting some fuel into here. But there is a lever. You go to see it right here. There's a lever. You got to pull this in order to start it. Took me a minute to figure that one out. But like I said, it did start. So if everything is successful here and we get it running, then I need to order the front sprocket and a new chain. I do have the chain here. I don't know exactly what it is, and it may be missing. I know it's missing the master link. So anyway, I'll bring you guys back here in a flash. Alright guys, Chaden came over and he put a couple of the pieces on. I did order the sprocket and chain, so that should be coming. Let's see here, is fuel on? I think fuel is turned on. There is, I guess it came with a key, there's a steering lock right here, but no key. Who knows, it needs to lock the steering anyway. So let's see if we can fire this thing up. Let's see here. Alright, so got to pull this lever in. I don't know if you can see, right? That lever right there. It's got to be pulled in. Got it in the run position. Now without that lever pulled in, you can pedal it, which I'm guessing is just like a bicycle. And so let's try no choke. And you see the headlights working. Horn sounds pathetic, but it works. I think there's only one setting on the headlight. It doesn't seem to be changing. Idling a bit high. Doc, look at that. But it is 2-stroke, so we'll let it run. Choke may be sticking on it. Oh well. There you have it. She runs. That's got to be the quickest, easiest fix I've done on something. So, otherwise, I mean, he's got the other piece right there, which goes over this side of the engine, and here's your controls: your light, your high, your low, your horn, your run. I don't know if I caught that on the camera there. Here's your choke right here. This is the switch you got to pull in when you're pedaling it in order to get the engine to fire over. It fires right up. Lights work, and I don't know, it's got the original exhaust on it. Let's see if I can get you down here, if I can get it into the camera here. I don't know, it says it right on it. Should be right about there. Sachs, part number, 40 kilometers an hour. Tires are okay, like I said, a little dry rot, but for now they'll work just fine. Seat's comfy, in great shape. All in all, this thing's in actually really good shape. I wouldn't mind handing it, but I got enough crap. I still got this. I ain't had no time to work on that, but I'm going to try to this weekend. I got the tank here, and it does not leak. It is coated. It is ready to be sanded down and primered. I got to get off my butt and order the paint, and then let's see here. If I have no other projects rolling into the garage, I'm going to be taking off the front, and so I can get those parts off. I bet you guys aiming down the stupid camera. Get those parts off so I can get those sanded. I got to try to get a few dents out of the ears, and I have an idea for this stuff in here. We're going to see if that's going to work. But anyway, that's not the focus of this video. Yeah, so this thing's rolling. Well, it will be rolling once I get the sprocket, which, like I said, I did order that. And he's pretty stoked. So, you know, got to keep my little grass cutting guy happy because he cuts my grass, all of my grass. And I got a big yard. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't know if I'll record the sprocket I made when that comes in, but for now, no, man, this thing's cool. It's up and running. Tickle paint, nice and easy one. So thanks for watching, and catch you guys on the next video.